I've had a passion for outdoor and performance apparel from a young age. Since I was a kid, I was a Boy Scout growing up, and I used to make my own rain jackets and sleeping bags, and I realized how big of a difference that gear made. And so my inspiration really comes from real life. I just fall in love with the power that these materials and products give us and the abilities that they do. So it's my whiteboard, yeah. I'm Gihan Amarasiriwardena, one of the co-founders of Ministry of Supply. I was actually a graduate in 2011 from the chemical engineering department here and went into kind of the non-obvious space of starting an apparel company. Ministry of Supply is a performance apparel brand. We make everything from shirts to suits to blazers. When we think about design, we really try to understand why are people wearing these products? And there is both a expressive reason and also a utilitarian reason. We look at the performance of our clothing in kind of two lenses. One is in the lab. So does it pass an abrasion test? Is it going to pill? Are the seams going to rip when someone's biking? Ultimately, it's those real life tests that really show the product, but also help market it. Customer feedback is a huge part of our design process. In the engineering disciplines, this design, build, test cycle is such a critical part. Part of that testing is, does the product perform? Does it solve the problems that our customers were purchasing our product for? So there's many different ways that technology can impact clothing design. There's been dramatic advances in the simulation of fabrics and fibers, and that really allows us to go through multiple iterations of garments digitally. We have some other technologies we use, like computerized knitting for garments. It's basically like 3D printing for clothing. It's a zero-waste production technique. We've had a collaboration with the Self-Assembly Lab to create 4D knitting. And so 4D knitting is a 3D knit garment with a very specific knit structure. So you can have one dress that can become 15 different silhouettes based on the personalization there. As we become more conscious of what happens to the end of life cycle of the garment, is it going to biodegrade? Is it recyclable? What is the entire life cycle emissions of the product? We use, for example, in many of our garments, 100% recycled PET, but we use it in a way that doesn't downgrade the material, but actually upcycles it. You're turning a plastic water bottle into a premium white dress shirt, for example. On the other hand, we're looking at bio-based materials. Where can we offset our use of petroleum? I think Ministry of Supply was really kind of built at the intersection of MIT's hub. So I was coming from the engineering school, studying chemical engineering, and my co-founders were from the Sloan School. So you get design, engineering, business all coming together. For a startup, you really need all three of those if you're developing a product. When I went through undergrad, for example, you kind of had to piece together this journey through MIT. And so the Morningside Academy is really facilitating that across all the departments. Really excited to see what types of products and companies are really started out of this ecosystem.